Welcome to Screw the Commute, the entrepreneurial podcast dedicated to getting you out of the car and into the money. With your host, lifelong entrepreneur and multimillionaire, Tom Antion.
Hey everybody, it's Tom here with episode 272 of Screw the Commute podcast. I'm here with Jeff Herring. He is a repeat guest because he was so great last time, and I really needed somebody to fill in today. I called him up, and here he is. But
hey, I was number 5, man.
So anyway, he's a great content guy, and he's got some really cool stuff to tell you about now that you haven't heard anywhere else. I can tell you that. Hope you didn't miss episode 271 on residual affiliate programs. This was one of my Monday training sessions where, this is what just money just comes in, whether I do anything or not. And that's what a residual affiliate program is. And I gave you all the details about how to do that on Monday. So that was episode 271. Hey, how'd you like to hear your own voice here on Screw the Commute? Well, if the show's helped you out at all in your business or given you ideas to help you start a business, we want to hear about it. Go to screwthecommute.com and look for a little blue sidebar that says send a voicemail. Click on it and talk into your phone or your computer and tell me how the show's helped you and put your website in there. We'll give you a shout out and you'll hear your voice on a future episode of Screw the Commute. Let's see. Hope you didn't forget to get a copy of my automation ebook at screwthecommute.com/automate free. This is how I've handled 150,000 subscribers and 40,000 customers without pulling my hair out, saved millions of keystrokes, and stole business from other people that took too long to get back to people. So this gives you all the details of how we automate stuff around here. screwthecommute.com/automate free. And while you're over there, grab a copy of our podcast app at screwthecommute.com/app. That's APP. It does all kinds of cool stuff. We've got video training, screen captures, show you how to use all the fancy features so you can take us with you on the road. Hey, we're sitting here in the middle of this quarantine pandemic. And you know what search thing is going crazy on Google? Work from home. Yeah, well, that's a big surprise to me since I've been doing that my whole life, and I've been preaching it since 1997 for times like this and for economy crashes in 2008 and other pandemics and for 9/11, terrorist attacks. So that's the reason I can keep going, all day, all night, and not have to worry like average person. So get busy and learn to work from home. You got Jeff on here can help you. I got a mentor program. I got a school, so get this skill under your belt. And guess what? It's a great legacy gift, probably the best legacy gift you could ever give to your grandchildren or your children to get these kinds of skill that are in super high demand. So check out our school at imtcva.org. All right, let's get to the main event. Are you struggling with creating content? Well, Jeff Herring provides you with tools, templates, wizards, and strategies to make content creation fast, easy, and profitable, and no experience is necessary. And a little bit later, he's got a super freebie for you, so hang in there for that. So, Jeff, are you ready to screw the commute?
Absolutely. Let's do it sounds like the 272nd time for you.
There you go. So what have you been up to, man?
Oh, just, enjoying life, even in the middle of all that's going on. I don't know about you, but this is my first pandemic. So just trying to figure everything out, and it's going well because I'm busier than I was before. And I owe a lot of that to you just by doing the things you've taught me to do all these years.
Well, this isn't my first pandemic. I was in that one down in 1918. So that was
you've aged
that
well.
one was pretty bad, yeah. But see, to me, nothing's much different because I've been working out of my home since 1977. So I'm used to this, but I know it's driving some people crazy. But I want them to make money while they're at home and forget
Absolutely.
about.
And I'm the exact same way. People ask me, how are you handling this? I said, well, I'm pretty much doing what I've been doing for 13 years.
Right.
From home. I said, the only real challenge is the peer pressure. And people will say, what do you mean you have a staff at home? I said, no, it's my dogs.
Right.
They nap all day and makes me want to nap. But other than that, I'm fine.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't have to wear a mask around the house or anything. So what have you been up to, though, since last time we talked?
Well, the boys are great. John, the oldest one's married almost 2 years now. I keep sending cases of wine over there so I can be a grandfather. But he's about to graduate college. Going to get a good promotion, within the church he works for. Caleb is doing great. He's getting ready to start, your school, because he sees what I've been doing all these years. He's grown up with it, and I found a very, very interesting place that very few people know, and the ones that know about it, they don't know how to use it. That can really get your visibility up, good high quality traffic, build your audience, and sell your stuff.
All right. Well, before you tell them about it, we got to go back to the sending the case of wine so you can be a grandfather.
Yeah.
You're not too far off. They're talking about a term called Corona boomers.
Oh, yeah.
Because everybody's staying home. And so they figured 9 months from now, there'll be a whole bunch of extra babies running around.
Oh, there absolutely will be. I mean, they've decided to wait, to bring anybody into the world, which I get. But Tommy, he called me up the other day and I was asking how he was doing. And he said he was getting bored. I said, son, you guys haven't been married even 2 years. Did I not teach you well? You shouldn't be bored, son. I mean, she's a teacher. She's home too, and there's nobody at the church. So it doesn't take that long to schedule stuff now because he's the events coordinator. I guess
it's not appropriate for you to go and over there and help them out or something. So you just got
probably not.
You have to just turn them off and do the best you did as a dad,
I guess I could find instructional videos and spin them or something. I don't know.
All right. So tell them about this secret place you found.
Well, interestingly enough, it's got a strange name. It's called medium.com.
Oh, wait a minute. That'll never work for me. I'm a triple XL.
I know.
How am I going to fit in that?
Well, along those lines, the next time, you're in a store shopping, you want to have some fun, and they say, what size do you need? Ask for extra medium.
That's a good one.
What happens is they take a step to go get it and then turn around and go, what? They have extra small and extra large, XXXX large. Why not extra medium?
You're right about that.
The extra medium tips we have, for those of you that have been around as long as Tom and I have, you may remember a site called Easy Articles. And back in the day, you could create a piece of content, call it an article, a column, whatever. Once a week, place it over there, and you were doing pretty good in terms of free traffic. Do it 3 or 4 times a week, or maybe even every day, you were golden. And with a lot of the Google changes, that kind of just changed things.
Well, they're still around, right? So don't you think they would have, jacked their system up a little bit?
They didn't, Tom.
I know, that's what I mean, yeah.
I wish they would have, because they were doing so great. And then, all those P-slaps, the penguin and the panda and all that stuff came along around 2010. And they had built a system.
You're saying they got peed on, basically.
I was counting on
me saying that, right?
Absolutely, I was counting on. So well done, my friend.
All right.
They had built their system, and this is a side tip too. They had built their system based on Google. Okay, and so they were beholden to Google, and with those changes, they were able to keep their organization, but just not drive the same kind of traffic.
Right.
And like you've taught me, I do keyword stuff. I call it content wrapped keywords. And I do that stuff, but I've never been beholden to Google like you have never been.
Right.
And so when it changes, it doesn't affect us. And the nice thing about Medium, because part of my job out in the world here as a content guy with my students is to keep up with what's going on and where's the best place to publish your content, whether it's text, audio, video, whatever. And there's been things that have tried since then, but nothing has done as well as Medium. And
whatever happened to that Seth Godin thing that was, remember that he had a a thing where you could get paid for putting content on, but I haven't heard about it for years.
I think it faded like all the others, and LinkedIn did pretty well for a while with their publishing, but that doesn't cut it anymore. The beauty about Medium is that I want everybody to think of it as like it's like your content canvas, okay? And you can put all kinds of great stuff there, text, audio, video, graphics. You can put your podcasts on there. It's a beautiful thing. And what it does, and here's a piece that you'd like to know. The most recent figures I've read in terms of traffic is in November of 19, they had 178 unique visitors. Now, I left the word out. You got to guess what the word was?
Billion?
Million, exactly.
Yeah.
178 million unique visitors a month, which ain't too shabby. You can go over there and search for any keywords, and you'll find all kinds of information. And here's the cool thing. You'll be able to find articles about that topic. You'll be able to find all the people that write about it. You'll be able to find the publications that are there, and also the keywords that are the strongest. So you go in, with your head up, and there's no word minimum. There's no word count. You're able to do graphics, and I know people that do a daily Medium post, and it's a graphic, and then their bios underneath, and they get big speaking engagements from that. But what we're working with our students is using this to get incredible visibility, because it's getting harder to be found out there. We're using it to drive really high quality free traffic.
Can you link back to sites from it?
Oh, you can link anywhere.
Oh, nice.
And the beauty of it, Tom, is back in the Easy Article days, you had to wait to the end to link, right? Well, this you can link anywhere as many times as you want. We've got students that are linking to their ebooks straight from there and selling books like crazy. We've got people putting their podcasts on there.
So that it is multimedia. They're linking to the podcast, or they can play it right there.
No, you can use Spotify, you can use SoundCloud, and you can use YouTube, and they play right there on Medium.
Wow, that's handy.
It's great. So there's a great reason for that. We'll get to in a little while, not to link out for that. You can also put in graphics to have a dual readership path. You can even put in memes if you want to, those kind of graphics.
You still doing that meme stuff? I saw some good ones today that I can't say on the
Well,
podcast.
Yeah, I know you and I sent a few of those back and forth, but only to enhance everything else. Now, you can go. The cool thing is you can go in there. Let's say you've got a video over on YouTube. You can pull that video in and show folks the video. It plays right there. And what's really cool is it counts as a view on YouTube. The other thing you can do is then you go get that video transcribed. You go over to rev.com, rev.com, or temi.com, where you have on Rev, you have a choice between a real person doing it or a machine doing it. Come back.
How much is it costing? How much is it costing? Because we're only paying.
It's $1.25 a minute at Rev for a real person to do it.
How much for automated?
25 cents a minute at Rev or temi.com.
Oh, I got that beat, man. Yeah. The place
Tell me.
The place I use is $5 per recorded hour. And
the name of it is?
And it's back in 10 minutes. Well, I got an affiliate link that'll get me 100 free minutes, so I'll send it to you. And then if you sign
Please
up,
do.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's one of those recurring affiliate programs, but I don't get paid in money. I get paid in minutes. So, this is 272 podcasts, and I haven't paid for any transcriptions for 272 podcasts of the complete thing.
So if you send them a 10-minute video or a 3-hour video. It's
It's
$5 an hour.
$5 per recorded hour. Yeah, and it's back in 10 minutes.
Crazy. That's awesome. So, I mean, does it cost $5 for 10 minutes, or is it?
No,
chop it
I
down?
don't think. I think they just add up the minutes of transcription. Larry handles it for me, but I don't really know that for sure. But I'm pretty sure it just goes by how many minutes they transcribe for you, and it's all added up, and it comes out about
Okay,
$5.
ladies and gentlemen, there's the proof. Being a guest on Tom Antillon's Screw the Commute pays off. Right? So I got me a great resource right here.
There you go.
And so with that, you've got a video, you've got the transcript. You haven't even had to really write, except tweaking the transcript a little bit. And then you've got a piece of content on there, and you can link out to anywhere. You can link anywhere from the piece of content. I like to call them columns now, because articles tell and columns sell. And in the link, you can link out to opt-ins, build your list, build your audience. You can link to your podcast. You can link to your Facebook, your live cast. You can link to opt-ins. You can link to your website. You can link anywhere.
So are you saying this is a good time because it's not overloaded yet? Because, anything, if gets too many people, you just kind of get lost in the shuffle. So
exactly. It's not overloaded yet. There's enough people there, but it's not to where you're getting drowned out. And when you do it the way you teach or I teach, you're going to stand out anyway. And particularly now, and here our first pandemic is a really great time to be doing it, because the two worst things to do right now that I see people doing, and you probably do too, Tom, is I see people
cough on other people.
Well, yeah, there's that, or vegetables in the store, because apparently it gets you arrested. At least that's what a friend told me.
Yeah.
Anyway. But a lot of people are just going to hold on and wait for this to be over. I call it going dark. Well, don't go dark. Be a light. Double down on all the good stuff you're doing, and don't panic. Pivot. And this is a great place to pivot into, and get this content out there, because the position I'm taking with my students is, let's do stuff now that's going to benefit you now, where you can keep doing well through this, and will be incredibly well positioned to do well when this passes, and it will.
Yeah, and I just did a podcast called Corona Bologna.
Leave it to Tom.
And it was basically, I wasn't making light of all the bad things happening, but
right.
If you're sitting in your home and the bad things aren't happening to you, or even if they are, do something about it. There's Herman Munster said, I think, life is good, life is earnest. If you're cold, turn up the furnace. So
the wit and wisdom of Herman Munster.
Munster, yeah. So yeah, and this is a perfect time that you could crank. You could have, by the time this thing is over, you could have a massive presence right on this medium. It is a medium, and not spend a nickel, right?
Exactly. Now, just to be totally transparent, there is a free version. Okay. And you can do everything over there for the free version.
Can the free stuff be transferred into a paid version later? All the stuff you create?
Well, if you go for the paid version, it'll all just stay there. And the only thing the paid version gets you that the free version doesn't is, at the free version, you get something like, you get to look at 3 to 6 other articles there a month. Okay. Which is limited, especially if you're doing research or wanting to learn what other people are doing.
Well, isn't that from the user's perspective, not the content provider's perspective?
Exactly, from the user's perspective.
Okay.
And to have unlimited access, brace yourself, Tom. It's a whopping $5 a month.
Well, I'll tell you what,
for $50 a year.
Exactly. But the thing is that tells me that you're going to get more qualified people there.
Exactly.
That don't mind spending $50 or spending anything. And, because, there's 1,000 freebie seekers for every one person that'll invest in themselves, or 10,000 really. So you'll get a more qualified person for sure.
Now here's everything we've talked about so far is great. And you should have your stuff over there to promote yourself, especially now, building a presence and a following, et cetera, et cetera. Now, what sets them apart is that you can get paid to promote yourself over there. You can get paid to promote your content, your videos, your podcasts, your books, your opt-ins, your products. And here's the way you do it. It's called the partner program. Now you can be in the partner program without being a $5 a month member. Okay. So you don't need to pay the $5 a month to be in the partner program. And what happens is you get paid based on the time a reader spends on each page of yours, right? And so it's length of time, and they'll let you know in advance when you're creating something how long the approximate reader time is. Sweet spot's around 6 to 7 minutes. Now I've had 3-minute read time break out, and so what you do is just like anything else, you keep taking your shots and keep swinging, and you know the things you think might break out won't, the things you think aren't will. Or
is there any kind of editorial scrutiny on this?
Yeah, they do look at everything. If you want to be curated, if you've put in to be picked up and put in one of their publications or somebody else's, or featured, in their stuff, they'll look at it. Now, I've never had anything kicked back. I've had some things picked up, some not.
But some people are going to go in there and just put sales letters up.
Oh, of course. Now, which is not going to see what's going to happen is
you're going to get self-policed. People are just not going to read your stuff.
Exactly. And a 5-minute article will be read for like 10 seconds and won't count for anything. Now, one of the things my partner, Tim Maudlin, and I are working on is how to do this in Editorial, right? Where you're teaching stuff, but you're also promoting.
Right.
So you can do it that way and get a lot of people reading and not get, ignored or whatever.
Now, did you tell me you could put like your own channel up or something? I don't know if it's called a channel, but I could do a section on public speaking or entrepreneurship or
they
what?
Call them publications.
Publication.
And Medium has their own publications, and you want to try to get in those because they're listed across the top of the homepage along with other popular content. Now, you can also write for other publications, and there's ones that are harder to get into, ones that are easy to get into that we help you with to build your base and your foundation and your network. And like you're asking, you can start your own publication. Like you could have one for public speaking. I could have one for content creation. And what happens is you're the editor, people apply to it, and you decide whether that article should be in there or not.
Oh, okay. So you're the publisher of that section, but who gets the credit for writing, or do you split it, or what? How's that?
They get the credit, okay, but you get more traffic to your publication, which gets people reading more of your stuff that's in your own publication. Okay.
All right. So you guys have a webinar coming up on this, or what?
We do.
All right. So we'll have that in the show notes, and we got to take a brief sponsor break. But when we come back, Jeff has got a really great freebie for you, and then we'll figure out how to get a hold of him and stuff, and the webinar, when's it coming up, and all that stuff. So folks, I want you to go do something that'll take 2 minutes. A lot of things, it takes you longer to make you mad than 2 minutes. So this is only going to take 2 minutes to make you mad. All right. So I'd like to make things easy on people, to get mad. So I want you to go to imtcva.org. That's Internet Marketing Training Center, Virginia, va.org/quiz. And it'll only take you 2 minutes to take the quiz called the 7 College Ripoffs. I am really upset with the way traditional colleges and universities are screwing over families and students and faking grade point averages and pulling stuff with books so you can't resell them. And there's 7 ways over there that they're taking families like crazy. So I want you to know about this. Even if it doesn't apply to you, I guarantee you there's somebody in your life that's thinking about, got kids or nephews or nieces or grandchildren thinking about going to college. And the colleges have done a good job at brainwashing you all for the last 100 years of how important it is. Well, that's just no longer true. Google, Apple, IBM, Bank of America, all these places have gotten rid of their college degree requirement to apply because they're sick of these people. They get them and all they know how to do is protest. So they want people with real skills. And that's what we teach you at the Internet Marketing Training Center, real skills that are in high demand, and you can be making money. And plus it's distance learning, so you don't have to be there. We have one girl that's making $1,100 a month in her first month. She made $3,000 a month in her second month, $3,400 a month in her third month, fourth month, $6,000, quit her job where her dad had spent $80,000 on her crappy college education and she was working some crap job. So this is high demand stuff. I've been living this lifestyle since 1994. Jeff has been 13 years doing this. So this is real, and it's better than coming out with hundreds of thousands of dollars of debt. So check it out, imtcva.org/quiz. And then if you'd like to know about your future, or your kids, or your grandchildren's, nephews, nieces' future, I'd be glad to talk to you with no obligation. All right, let's get back to the main event. Jeff Herring's here. He's a super duper content guy, and he was telling us about Medium and the things we can do with that. But you got a big freebie for him, right?
Sure do. It's at contentdoes.com/ you guessed it, Medium. Again, contentdoes.com/ Medium. And what that will show you is how to craft your Medium profile bio, because you get 160 characters, but the way they position it, and you can have a live link in there, Tom, you can position it so that people are opting in and joining your community before they even consume your content.
Yes, that's beautiful. You can do that on Kindle, and that's a great trick. And that's just like everything, folks. There's details. This is a great opportunity, but you can figure it out for the next 6 months on your own, or you can, they're going to have a training session on it with a webinar to cut your learning curve like crazy and get you profitable and traffic driving and very quickly instead of, fighting it out and figuring it out on your own. So how they get a hold of you, Jeff?
You can reach me at jh@jeffherring.com. That's the best way. And go ahead and grab that video over at contentdoes.com/medium. And let's use this time well, folks, and come out of it shining and positioned to do really well out there.
Absolutely. And so is that video going to tell them when the webinar's coming up?
Yep. We'll won't we have that in the show notes?
Yeah, we'll put it in the show notes for you. We'll have we'll be holding it pretty soon. And hey, as soon as you, I've been telling people, hey, as soon as you get that $1,200 from the government, I'll hold it for you so you don't blow it.
That's big of you, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm a giver.
You are.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for catching us up, man. And this is a great new thing. You're always coming up with great innovative things that people can do to get their name out there, drive traffic, make money. That's what we like to do with a lifestyle business.
Thank you, sir. I've enjoyed being had once again.
All right. All right, everybody. We'll catch y'all in the next episode. See you later.